Hello friends, welcome to this channel Fundamentals of Engineering. Subscribe this channel to explore engineering knowledge. In this channel we have started the lecture series regarding theory of metal cutting. Today we are going to discuss the part 8 of this lecture series, that is shear strain in machining and shear strain rate. As we are targeting GATE 2022, the questions are coming to calculate the shear strain and shear strain rate in the machining process. So for calculating we required some formula of shear strain and shear strain rate, and that we are going to discuss in today's lecture. If you miss earlier part of this lecture series, theory of metal cutting, the link is kept in the description box. You can check that link. Now first we start with shear strain in machining. So how the shear strain which can be gained in the machining process. So shear strain in cutting is the ratio of the distance the material being cut travels along the shear plane to the spacing of successive shear planes. Now whenever we do the machining process, at that point we apply the force by using this cutting tool, so that we remove the material from this original surface to get the required machine surface. In the workpiece. So we are applying the force by using this cutting tool. So this force, when we apply, that induces shear stresses. If that shear stress is greater than the ultimate shear stress, then the chip formation is taking place and the shear is taking place at the shear. Now this shear strain we are getting, shear strain is the ratio of deformation of chip just before shear to shortest distance between two shear planes. So how we are getting this shear strain? Now consider in this diagram A, B, C and D is the initial chip before machining. So this A, B, C and D is given as initial chip before machining. When we apply the force, so this is the first position of tool. When we apply the force at the shear plane, the deformation is taking place, and due to that deformation the chip is formed at this shear plane and it is removed. So here FE, so FE, C and D, that is this FE, C and D. So there the deformation is taking place. So this FECD is given as final chip after deformation. So look at this diagram. A, B, C, D is the initial chip before machining, where we apply the force by using cutting tool, and when we apply the continuous force, this force is converted into shear stress. If that shear stress is greater than the ultimate shear stress that we have discussed in a chip formation, then we are getting the final chip, that is FECD. So now in this diagram, if we draw normal from the point D on this surface, that is shear plane is normal, and we name at that point is Z. Then the deformation in chip just before machining, that shear strain we are getting towards the shortest distance between two shear planes. So here we are getting this deformation is nothing but AF, that is deformation just before shear. From this the shear is taking place AF upon shortest distance between two shear planes. So this is one shear plane DF, and this is one shear plane, that is AD. So the shortest distance between two shear plane is DG. So this is DG. So now if you look at this diagram, this DG normal is at center to this AF, centered to this AF. So we can write AF as AG plus GF upon DG. AG upon GF upon DG. So we can write here AG upon DG plus GF upon DG. Now the shear strain, for that, if you see the rectangle we are getting here, this rectangle we are getting. So in this rectangle, if you draw all the forces, I will take here, remember that diagram, the rectangle that we are drawing here. So the points are, this is A, this is F, this is D, and the normal we have drawn to the center of this AF, the point is G. So this is the shear plane AF. So the angle of the shear plane will be shear plane angle, that is phi. Then AF will be having the rake face, and if you draw normal to that, so this angle we are getting alpha, that is back rake angle. Now remaining angles, so this is 90 degree, one angle is phi, so remaining angle will be 90 minus phi. And here the normal we have drawn, so from 90, if you reduce this angle 90 minus phi and alpha, the remaining angle we are getting, that is phi minus alpha, that is phi minus alpha. From the 90 degree, this is the normal. From this 90 degree, we are reducing these two angle to get this angle value, that we are getting phi minus alpha. So the shear strain we are getting, shear strain that we are getting, that is AG upon DG plus GF upon DG. So now consider these two triangles. One triangle will be AGD and second triangle will be GFD. Among these, in the first triangle AG upon DG, so AG upon DG can be given as cos 90 minus AG upon DG, so it will be given as tan 90 minus alpha. This will be given as tan 90 minus phi. 90 minus phi will be given. And in the second triangle GF upon DG, so GF will be this and DG will be hypotenuse. So front side upon hypotenuse, we are getting tan phi minus alpha. So here tan 90 minus phi, we can write cot phi plus tan phi minus alpha. So this will be our shear strain. This will be our shear strain. So this shear strain we can calculate, that is cot phi plus tan phi minus alpha. So now this shear strain is depend upon, this shear strain is depends upon shear plane angle and back rake angle. So it is a function of, so this shear strain is a function of phi and alpha. So shear strain is a function of phi and alpha, that is shear plane angle and back rake angle. So if for the given tool, if we consider that alpha is a constant based on the tool designation, so the shear strain is depend upon the shear plane angle. For the minimum shear strain, if we take the differentiation of this shear strain with respect to shear plane angle and considering equal to 0, then we are getting the equation, this equation we are getting, that is 2 phi minus alpha is equal to 90 degree. 2 phi minus alpha is equal to 90 degree. So here we are getting shear plane angle phi as 90 plus alpha divided by 2. So this is the shear plane angle relation at minimum shear strain. So this is the derivation or formula for shear plane at minimum shear strain. Minimum shear strain, we can calculate the shear plane angle. The shear plane angle is equal to 90 plus alpha, that is back rake angle, divided by 2. Now shear strain rate, we have seen the shear strain. Now we will discuss shear strain rate. So this shear strain rate can be given as shear strain which can be generated in the machining operation or in cutting operation with respect to time. So we have seen the shear strain can be given as AF upon DG into 1 upon time. So this is a time for shear. So this is a time for shear. So we can write AF upon this time, that is TS, into 1 upon DG. So this shear plane upon time, that can be given as shear velocity into 1 upon DG. So based on the velocity triangle, this shear velocity we can write Vc upon cos phi minus alpha into cos alpha into 1 upon dg. So this Vs with respect to cutting velocity, we are written that Vc into cos alpha upon cos phi minus alpha. If you know how we are calculated this value or derivation, the link is available in the description box. You can check that link, and there you will understand how we are written Vs with respect to Vc, that is cutting velocity. So this dg is nothing but this thickness of shear plane. So we can write here shear strain rate, that is Vc into cos of alpha upon cos phi minus alpha into thickness of shear, that we can write Ts, capital Ts, where capital Ts is equal to thickness of shear plane, thickness of shear plane. So this is the relation for shear strain rate. So we have seen the relation for shear strain and shear strain rate. Both the relations we have seen. So hope you like this video. If you like it, please stay connected and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Click on bell icon to get more notification. If you want to cover any topics regarding any point for the gate or any topics related, you can put that topic name in comment box. Thank you very much.